and so on. Although I have to say, she did give the impression that you were rather straight-laced.
Yes, I suppose compared to a lot of Westerners, I'm straight-laced, and perhaps also compared to a lot of Burmese too. We were brought up rather strictly because my mother was a disciplinarian.
Are you in any way a product of the environment that you knew growing up and at university in England, because it was very much an English upper class environment?
Well, the ideas that I came across in Oxford were not that different from the ideas with which I grew up, because Burma after independence was a very liberal society. And Oxford, I think, when I think of Oxford, I think of intellectual liberalism. And I think this was very much the atmosphere in Burma after independence, because under democracy, people were free. We had lots of newspapers and people wrote very freely, expressed their ideas very freely. So it was not strange to me at all. It was just a continuation of the climate in which I had grown up.
You are very different in one real sense, aren't you? I mean, in Burmese society, males have priority in everything. How would you change that if you were leading a democratic government in Burma?
People do keep asking me about women's rights, and I always find it a little difficult to answer, because the men in Burma have no rights either. And under the circumstances, I feel that first of all, we have to get basic human rights for everybody, and then we'll have to attack those areas where women are particularly discriminated against. And obviously, if women are being discriminated against, it means that to some extent they are being deprived of their human rights.
Is Burma going to be free in your lifetime?
Oh, well, I can't tell what my lifetime is going to be, so I cannot answer that question.
All right. Then will Burma be free within the foreseeable future?
I think so, yes.
Within 10 years?
This is my belief, yes, within the foreseeable future.
But that's not just a dream, that's something you believe.
It's not just a dream, it's what I calculate from the will of the people, and also the current of world events and world opinion.
When we set out to make this film, you were still under house arrest. And I never thought that we'd be sitting in this room having this conversation.
Did you think I was going to go on being under house arrest for a long time?
Well, the regime certainly gives the impression of being a particularly brutish regime, certainly. And yet here you are. Do you sometimes wonder yourself that your own fortune has changed?